for on the PC, and I will show you guys a little bit. I can click public match, I can do anything I like in the game, but let's get back to the tutorial. Second, I'm going to disable the game capture, and as you can see I haven't pressed the new check marker for the monitor capture. I'm going to do that right now, and it starts to record my whole monitor. So now we're already talking about the monitor capture. Let's quickly how to do this as well. You go to the sources box, you right click, you press add, you click monitor capture, and then you give it a name. After that you get something like this. I named it monitor capture tutorial. If you have this checked, you will record the whole screen, so also your private Steam messages, unlike for example the game capture mode. But let's right click this to see the properties. Over here you can select your current monitor you want to record with, 1 or 2 in my case. You can remove the mouse cursor, etc, etc, and you have a bunch of other options, but I will not go into detail about those. So there's just one more thing I want to show you guys about the recording, just the gameplay or window stuff. So let's go to the recording of a window, so the game or a specific browser window. I will show you guys how to record a browser window or a gameplay window as well. So let's get to that. You want to right click, you want to add, and you want to window capture, and then you can give it a name. So you press OK after that, and then I named it window capture. So to show you the options, right click properties, and over here you can select which tab you want to use. You can select the inner or the entire window, remove or add the mouse cursor, and you press OK. If it's not listed over here, hit refresh, try it again. So as you can see, I have the monitor capture listed as on and the window capture as well. But if I disable the monitor capture like now, it will only show you guys the web page which I'm currently recording with this. So yeah, that's basically that. But let's get back. So I will disable the window capture and then record the monitor again. So yes, that's for a specific window capture. I've showed you guys that as well. So for now there are a few more things I want to show you guys, and one of them is to add a webcam, in my case my iPhone. I'm using it wirelessly. Second of all, I want to show you guys how to add a text like here under my portrait, and the third one is how to add the frame over here. And after that I will show you guys a bunch of settings which are also mandatory to use. But for now let's get back to the stuff I just mentioned. And one of them is, at first you want to add a webcam, in my case my iPhone. You right click the sources, you press add, you select video capture device, and you give it a name, you press OK. In my case this is my webcam, but for you it might be different. You have a bunch of settings here. You can use a custom resolution for your webcam, etc, etc. You can enable or disable your webcam microphone. It is probably crap to use your microphone from your webcam, but let's skip all the other parts and continue. So select it, press OK. In my case I already have it selected over here. If I enable the checkbox you can see my webcam. If I disable it you cannot see me anymore, but I will enable it again. Hi. So guys, another thing you want to do is you want to add a border. Well, how the hell do you do that? Well, it's easier than it looks. What I did is I created a square box in Windows Paint, a black square, and I placed it underneath my video source, so it looks like a border. That's basically it. You create a random square black box or pink, yellow, whatever you want, and you place it over here. Well, how do you do that? You right click sources, you click add, you add an image, and you add a black square. The next thing, if you want to add text, in my case something like this, you right click, you click add, you click text. You can even use an image slideshow, it's not really useful, but you click text. And then if you want to call it testing, in my case I already placed something over here, it's called testing. You call it testing, press OK. After you pressed OK, you'll get a window which is something like this, which can be accessed by right clicking it and pressing properties. You select your specific font over here. use your specific color, etc., and over here type your text and press OK. If you want the text to be shown, make sure it is on top of your main capturing. So in my case it should be above monitor capture tutorial. If I hold Control, press it down, it will not list it. To show you guys how the layering works, I will briefly show you guys with an example. And then over here in my sources box you can see the testing, but what happens? I click the checkbox and it is not showing. Ooh, why guys? Well, I will show you guys. The sources box, the ones on the top is the top layer. You have to think of it as in layers. So first Mr. Google, which is my logo under my portrait, then my webcam, after that my monitor capture, and underneath that my testing text. Once I select my testing text, I hold the control button on the left and I press the up arrow on my keyboard. It will basically list it as one position higher. So my monitor capture is all the way down, so everything on top or above in the sources box will show. So I can also disable it over here and click it, which could be used for example also live streaming, coming back later, taking a break, whatever the hell you want. But for now, pressing Control and the down key, and you cannot see it anymore. So guys, now that you all know how to add your different sources to record them in different kinds of layers, I will show you guys how to edit it. Well, it's pretty easy. All of the selected parts are used in the screen you can see right now. So if I press edit scene, it will basically mean I can change around my stuff. So if I go to this border with my mouse, which is the black square I talked about earlier, like this, basically this is my portrait, and because it is layered underneath my webcam, you can use it like this to make it